Mr. Feito, and we are now ready for your presentation. The floor is yours.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, Kali Persa, everyone. So my second word is already English. This means that my Greek skills are not the best, therefore the presentation will be in English. So thank you very much for this invitation and being part of this first conference of sustainability in Greece. I hope that this will continue in the coming years. So I will represent today Elementis and what we think about sustainability, and I have as well a case that you show how we position our products. So the advertisement block will be very short, 30 seconds. So Elementis is an additive supplier. We are operating on a global base. This means we have manufacturing, we have synthesis labs, we have technical service labs all over the world. Our core competence is rheology, but we provide as well products for wetting and dispersing, defoaming, and other specialties. And I have another 1,600 colleagues. So coming now to sustainability. Yeah, it's a journey that we started in the area of 2017. And like we have seen today, the Sustainability Development Goals 17 were as well the starting point for us. And by looking and analyzing these single topics, we recognized that a lot of them are already linked to the Elementis strategy, and some others were already inherent in our daily life. Safety, as example, high importance within Elementis. Nevertheless, we made 4 statements. So we are committed to the stakeholders and create value. We would like to support customers in creating and introducing a sustainable market story and products. We know that the chemical industry has a bad reputation. So we are responsible, and one of our targets is to improve the reputation and to lower the negative impacts that we have. And furthermore, I'm from R&D, so my main concern and my main focus is I have to create new developments which support this strategy. So 3 pillars that we have defined within Elementis. One is innovation, which is really related to me, growth and efficiency. If we look to innovation, we have powder products, so Elementis is owner of mines, so this is already a good sign for us and an advantage, but nevertheless, we have a lot of liquid products. We deliver products with only 20% of solid content, which is effective in your formula, and 80% is water. So we are shipping 80% water over the world. This is something which we have seen, recognized, and we are working to elaborate and to design new products to prevent this. Of course, natural products, as I mentioned, we have the mines. It is not renewable. So what is more important, natural or renewable? Ideally renewable, I have to admit. And what we are working on is material recycling. So this is really something new for us, but I believe that Elementis will develop within the coming years. Growth for a company is essential, but we will have to do this differently in the future. So we have a societal responsibility. Societal responsibility for the society, for our customers, for the end users, but as well for our employees. So as I mentioned, well-being is very important to us. So our CEO, when I asked why do I have to invest so much work on safety, he mentioned, I would like to have everyone going home after work and being safe and happy. So this is really the motivation which drives us internally to respect safety and to work continuously on that topic. Pollution is something which we have heard as well quite a lot, and we are working internally to improve our manufacturing. Efficiency is something, Efficiency is something related to our manufacturing and our products. So we believe that if we produce and if we develop efficient products, the end life of the end user products will be much higher. Energy, we need energy in our manufacturing, and you will see that we have set targets to be a better manufacturer. And waste and water reduction is as well linked to manufacturing. So one of the first actions that were done within Elementis were to set up targets for our manufacturing sites. These were related to energy consumption, to water reduction, energy from fuels reduction, and the reduction of waste that we generate. The blue numbers are the targets that we were setting up, or that we set up in the past. The green numbers are the numbers that we have calculated for 2021 and always compared to the baseline of 2019. So you see on the left side, it looks very positive. On the right side, we still have to do some homework. But nevertheless, we are doing progress. So in terms of manufacturing sites, we opened a new plant in Taluja in India, and here we could already provide a plant which has zero liquid discharging. So coming to third party is very important for us because we need as well some guidance. So it is self-reflecting what we can do, and of course we can audit ourselves by their checklist. So EcoVadis is quite important for us. Ecolabel, I heard it quite often today, is within our documentation standard already for years, so every product will be provided with an Ecolabel document. Coming now to products, and here I have to say additives, provide additives and convincing customers to change an additive is very challenging, because the customers will say always 1 to 3% in my formula, why do I have to change it? This will not contribute to sustainability. I don't do this effort. And then I started a discussion. I took here the organotixotropes, and this is a very good example. So the organotixotropes are a rheology modifier for solvent-borne, very high solvent-free systems. So I'm not talking about water, which would you expect. So this is our portfolio, and at the first glance you see that the renewable content of carbon is very high, so nobody expects it. So minimum 60, maximum 100, on average I would say in the area of 85 to 90%. So this is already a good advantage, but nevertheless, again, 3, 5, maybe 6% in the formula. What is the driver and the motivation to change such a product? And here you have 4 categories where I would like to show you that it makes sense. It makes sense to change, and the impact is huge. So starting with storage, safety, and handling. On the right side, you see a screenshot from a safety data sheet. So the organotixotropes does not have any labeling. So this will support your safety strategy within the company. I mentioned that we have to take care of our employees. These people are of high value for us. So by using this product in production, they will not be exposed to harmful materials. If I continue at the right corner at the bottom, you see the incorporation of the material. You have rheological modifiers which are very fluffy. So you create a huge cloud dust which can impact the health of your employee. So of course you can say, well, I take protection for my employees, but this is as well a cost factor and a waste factor at the end. So this is an advantage of the organotixotropes. A white powder, 5 microns, easy and fast to incorporate into the system. And on the left side, if you show this to your warehouse manager, he will be completely happy. So 3 grams of organotixotrope you see on the left side, and 3 grams you see on the right side of a fluffy system. It is nearly 3 times higher in volume. So your storage area will explode if you go to such a fluffy material. Coming to processing of these materials. I have to say that these materials need a certain training, because the organotixotropes need to be activated. Activation means temperature and time. So the traditional way of using these materials were running it at 70, 90 degrees for a certain time. In 2015, we started already to develop a series which can be activated at 50 degrees. So you see directly 90 to 50. So and then if you consider, and this is what I'd like to show on the left side, it's a process that we have in the lab. It is much, much shorter. The upper temperature is not that high. This means you don't have to invest a lot of energy to come to this area. But most important is, if you have temperature-sensitive ingredients at the end, you have to respect the cool-down phase. This means a lot of time, except you have a cooling system, which is again energy. So if by using this new generation of low-temperature activated materials, then you don't need these investments. So you can run a continuously process and your production manager will kiss your feet, I would say. Coming to performance, performance is always important, and we succeeded to keep the current performance of the high temperature versions and even go higher. This means efficiency is better. You can reduce this load in your formula, and by reducing this load of this formula, the main properties of your binder system is more pronounced. We believe that this is a good advantage to increase the durability of your end products. Workability, I will not forget the end user because he has to apply it. You will see that this is a sealant. So the sealing operation can be disturbed by thread formation. Thread formation is then on the left side of the bottom you see this small thread. It can drop down, it creates waste. You need to clean it up, so a lot of time that you need, a lot of waste that you create. So by using organotextotropes, you have here as well a good advantage. So coming to the last slide, and 10 minutes are too short to explain everything in detail. Two takeaways for me. So first of all, Elementis has started a journey, and we have not finished it. We are not even in the middle of this journey. And as it was mentioned this morning, this will be maybe an infinite journey, and I hope that our children and the next generation will continue to it. Second takeaway, additives. Even a small portion of your formula can have a significant impact on sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.